Hi
Hey,
Shreyas, how's it going?
all good, buddy. How are you doing?
I'm good. What's going on? Chilling on Sunday in your bedroom, clearly.
Yes, I am.
That who is that adorable dog by your bedside?
She's always beside me. She's Betty. You want to see her?
Yeah, I would really like to see her. Hi Betty. Hello.
She's she's sad at the moment because it's time for her to go out
Oh no. So can you
for
take
for
her
an
like
for an
for a
evening walk.
walk downstairs in the society or something like
Yeah,
that?
in
Is
the
that a thing that's
society,
allowed?
it's necessary for taking them out because otherwise,
Yeah.
they freak out completely inside the house. And to
Speaking of
do
uh, speaking of getting freaked out inside the house, how are you coping being at home from somebody whose life involves what? Being on the road 200, 250 days a year to is this the most you've been at home in a long time?
Yeah, this is the longest I've been at home, but it's the rule, right? We have to stay home. We've
Of
got no other
course.
choice.
Of course. And how are you coping and dealing with it?
It's been difficult, but I'm really trying to set up a routine for myself which I can follow every day.
Okay.
And yeah, I've got certain programs as well which I'm doing rigorously and trying to maintain as much as possible.
So what sort of routine do you set up before we come to your fitness routine? What sort of just general structure do you try to give your day? Because what from or I'm reading, what I'm finding out is that just having a little structure really helps the days sort of go past. So is there
Yeah. So as I mentioned, it's been really tough for me for last few days, but I'm really trying hard to maintain a certain routine where I get up, I meditate, and I also try to do all the activities which I haven't done before at home. For
like
like, I help my mom in cooking. So
okay.
I've recently learned chopping, cutting, slicing,
Do you?
and
So I'm in the same boat as you because I'm also learning cooking for the first time in my life
yeah.
because now I live alone. Have you also been going to random YouTube channels to learn how to chop and cut? Because that's what I've been doing. Uh,
No, my mom is there. She's an amazing cook,
okay.
so she really helps me out. And yeah, she cooks really amazing food. So it's a great opportunity for me as well to learn some dishes and treat myself and also my family.
What fun dishes have you learned? Please tell. Please share recipe.
So the other day I learned to cook butter chicken,
Nice.
which turned out to be really tasty for others, but I didn't like it.
Oh no! It was one of those as a chef you were disappointed with the result.
Yeah. So my family, they were happy. My
Okay.
uh, my sister, she doesn't eat non-veg, so she was like, the
Right.
gravy is pretty good. So I was really satisfied with the
That's
appreciation.
quite cool. That's quite cool. Actually, butter chicken is a huge step. I just conquered chapatis yesterday. I
Oh
can
yeah,
finally make chapatis. Yes, I'm very proud of myself. Um,
that's really good.
what are you doing aside from you mentioned you wake up and you meditate. Aside from that, what are you doing to sort of maintain your fitness routine? Because your average day outside must involve burning so many calories, being
Yeah,
so active and so much movement. How are you replicating that in any way? Because I'm sure the people who are watching
yeah,
also want to know what they can do. Because everybody usually expends so much energy, and now
yeah. So obviously not all the equipment's at my home right now, but I'm trying to substitute it with my kit bag. For example, if the kit bag is heavy, I use it as a weight to lift.
nice.
And then I've got a rod in my kitchen which has been there since my childhood, so I
Okay.
use it for pull-ups.
Okay.
And I got a set routine which is sent to me by my trainer.
Okay.
And yeah, occasionally I visit the Nike fitness app as well to see the programs over there, which really helps me out with good workouts.
Yeah, the Nike training app is great.
Yeah,
It's got a lot of workouts in there.
yeah.
So you working out what? 7 days a week, 5 days a week? What's
So so I split up my routines. For example, if I do my upper body today,
mm-hmm.
tomorrow and day after I'll be doing core and lower body simultaneously.
Got it.
So that's how I split up my routine, and it really works out well.
So since you mentioned making butter chicken specifically, this is a question I have to ask. Well, I have failed completely. How are you watching your diet during this lockdown? Because I like I've realized I'm
Yeah.
two different people. I'm one person until 10 p.m. and from 10 p.m. to 3 a.m. a different person takes over, and I have no control over this person's actions. And I'm not responsible for what this person after 10 p.m. eats. So,
I can't blame you for that. But yeah, my diet has been really good over the years now, and I'm trying to maintain it right now as well. But as I said, my mom is an amazing cook, and it's really tough to resist all the dishes that she cooks.
right,
So yeah, I'm also eating a lot, but I'm having a decent diet so that I
right.
don't overeat, but I also enjoy what she cooks.
Okay. Well, I mean, I think you have more
It's yeah.
willpower. You have more willpower than I do. I think. What else do you do to sort of keep busy at home aside from like when all the work and all the activities are done? Do you play any? Have you learned any new board games? Are you doing Zoom calls with friends? What's your like routine?
Uh, Yeah, I do Zoom calls with my friends whenever I'm bored. And, it's been long since I haven't seen each one of them. I also play FIFA Online and different other games, Call of Duty. And as you asked me about board games, I play Ludo, big fan of Ludo.
I'm a huge fan. Are you playing? Okay, this is a very important question. Are you playing Ludo King or are you playing Ludo Star? That's a very important question.
Ludo King.
Ludo King. Arey yaar.
You play
Ludo
Ludo
Star
Star.
is where the party's at. Um, also, if you ever want an easy opponent who's asked to kick, please play FIFA with me also. Very
Yeah.
happily.
Doesn't look
Bunch of
like the
us.
way you asked me.
Huh?
You seem like a very humble guy who's really good in FIFA. But
I can get you testimony from my friends who will not play with me because I'm so terrible that they feel worse playing me and beating me. I promise it's not one of those things at all. Um,
I would say I'm a really good player. I'm really
okay.
competitive. And
Oh, I think your career is a testament to that for sure.
yes, yeah. I hate losing, to
So
be honest.
okay, so then in that case, I think yeah, you should play with somebody else maybe. Might be a better idea.
Oh,
Okay, so
seriously?
also I have a bunch of questions here from your own followers that were asked to you earlier. So I really would like it if you could answer some of them. I'd like to sort of go through them.
I'm all yours.
Afreen wants to know first of all, who's your inspiration, Shreyas?
So, growing up, I've idolized many cricketers, but I started playing cricket watching Sachin Tendulkar. So, he's the main reason why I started playing cricket. And also, I admire Sir Viv Richards for his personality and the way he walks on the field. His body language is completely amazing to see.
That is just truly amazing. And it's kind of amazing that like you, especially like with somebody like Sir Viv Richards, given that you were born in 1994 and he was like way before your time, you still gone back and followed his work. That's kind of cool. You're a keen student of the game, obviously. So here's my next question then. Who's your favorite overseas player?
My favorite overseas player, current batch or
Let's do two answers. Let's do current batch and let's do not
overseas, obviously, Sir Viv Richards.
okay.
And from the current batch, I really love AB de Villiers.
Okay, that's a good answer.
Yeah. I've
Love
also
ABD Villiers
tried
except when he's
copying
playing
his
against
style.
India.
I've also tried copying his style for a while. I used to emulate him whenever I used to go and bat during the practice games and even in the
Right.
net.
And have you ever like gone up to him for advice and things like that, or
Yeah, so there was this game which we lost against RCB,
right?
and after the game, he had played a winning knock. So after the game, he was standing right beside me, and I asked him, "How do you cope up with such a situation?" So he was really good in advising me things. He was like, "Try to keep things simple, don't complicate it." But at the same time, it's really difficult to keep things simple. So
Sure, I
yeah,
can. Yeah. How do you? Okay, which Madhura wants to know? Which is your favorite stadium?
my favorite stadium is Wankhede because I made my Ranji debut in Wankhede, and I've grown up playing cricket over there. I've watched my first international game at Wankhede, and also the feeling of India winning the World Cup in
Yep.
2011 was different. So it has been all-time favorite for me.
म्हणजे तू मुंबईचा मुलगा आहे श्रेयस. That's
हा आणि
basically what
मला
you're saying.
मराठी पण खूप चांगलं आहे.
Oh, अरे, lovely. Too good. Um, Yash wants to know, and I guess given that like we talk about you travel so much, how do you balance your personal and professional life? Like given that you are in a job that requires you to give so much of your time to your professional life.
Uh, yeah, it's not that difficult to be honest, because half of the time we are on the field, and so what's the best?
Just like how do you balance your personal and professional life? Like
See, when I'm with family, I'm totally, off about thinking cricket. I don't think much about cricket at that time.
sure.
And when I'm on the ground, I don't think about what's happening outside. So that's the most important thing I feel as an athlete. You need to have it in your game, and also you need to give time to your friends and family at the same time.
Okay, that's fair. Divya, we talked about this a little bit, but Divya wants to. I mean, Divya wants to know what your quarantine routine is, but you told us already.
Yeah.
So
So you
Shivam
want me
wants
to
to
answer
know.
that one?
No, you've already answered it. So I mean, but it's good to know that we asked the same question that Divya wanted the answer to. Shivam wants to know how do you feel when you got the captaincy of Delhi Capital?
Oh, it was an amazing feeling to be honest, and I was prepared when I got the captaincy at the same time, since it was my dream to captain the IPL team, and Delhi as a team, we were not going through an amazing phase at that time. We weren't winning that many games,
Right.
but I was really fortunate to get the captaincy, and I'm really grateful for the franchise for believing in me, and they thought that I could inspire the team and take the team ahead of what situation we were lying in at that moment. So yeah, the feeling was completely outstanding, and I'm really loving the job at the moment.
That is amazing. Now to switch gears entirely, Monica wants to know what your favorite cheat snack is.
My favorite cheat snack. Oh, so I would say Snickers, because
Okay.
I can eat that at any point of time.
Nice.
So when you wake up midnight and you don't have anything to eat, I think that's the best thing to
That's
have it.
a perfectly great snack. Always full respect for anybody who wants chocolate at midnight. What is wow? Week writer has two questions in one question. What's your favorite song and what's your favorite dessert?
What's my favorite song and my favorite dessert? Oh, I don't know when I last ate my, dessert, but I really love chocolate cakes. And also, I forgot the name. Yeah. See, I can't even remember the name. It was so long. Uh, cheesecake,
Nice.
cheesecake, but I don't remember the name. So it's some cheesecake.
But
And
some really good cheesecake, basically.
some
So
really good cheesecake.
I'm
Yeah,
so
red
sorry to
velvet. Yeah,
make you
yeah,
think
got it.
about
Red
things
velvet
that you can't
cheesecake.
eat right now. I'm so
Red
sorry.
velvet cheesecake. Red velvet cheesecake.
Red velvet cheesecake. There we go. I'm so sorry to make you think so hard about things that you can't have right now. I mean,
Yeah, I'm actually craving a. It's been so
I can
long, and
I can well imagine.
I'm drooling at the moment.
Uh, same, same.
And
Aside from
yeah,
Ludo King, Nitesh
my
wants to know
favorite
what
song.
is
I forgot to mention my favorite song.
yes your favorite song.
My favorite song is Starboy by
Starboy
Weekend.
is a great
Yeah.
song. That's a great song. Hariharan also wants to know who your favorite Hollywood actor is.
My favorite Hollywood actor. Hmm. I really love Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt is amazing.
Yeah.
Um, what Nitesh wants to know what is the most used app on your phone aside from Ludo King, of course.
Aside from Ludo King, most used currently in this situation, I would say Poker app.
Nice. Do you play a lot of poker?
I do. I do.
Do you also like play like with friends a lot aside from just playing online poker? Do you also do lots of poker nights and
Yeah, I do play with my friends,
nice.
but yeah, it's fun. It's fun to spend time with them and do a Zoom call at the same time. So
Oh, those are the best because you have to trash talk right while playing poker. So you
yeah,
have to
exactly.
do.
And they need to be in front of you if you want to read
Of
what
course,
move they're going to make.
of course, it's extremely important. I do that while playing Ludo as well. It's not to strategize, but just to make sure that we can trash talk and
Yeah, exactly.
like
Yeah.
really savor each kill, right? Um, what news? Priyanka wants to know what always cheers you up.
Uh, Whenever I play any sport, shouldn't be cricket. If I play badminton, if I play football, and when I'm there along with my friends and they are competing against me, that really cheers me up.
That's awesome.
Because they never think that I play at a certain level. Even when I play cricket in my society, they compete with me. They get really happy when they get me out. So that feeling is amazing. So I
That's
really,
kind of awesome.
yeah.
That's kind of awesome. Also, Monica also wants to know, um, what do you like more, dance or magic?
Uh, I would say I love both at the same time.
Okay.
Uh, so it depends on what situation I'm stuck in. If I'm
Okay.
going out with my friends, if I'm going for a party or, you know, get together or something, I would really love to dance. I really love music, so I can just groove over music any given day. And magic, obviously, I really like showing magic to people because I like to get that smile on their face, and when they are stunned looking at the magic tricks, it really satisfies you from inside.
Have you ever done it on the field? Have you ever just randomly like gone up to like a rival batsman and just done magic in front of his face and confused him before the next ball? That would be great, I think.
No, but we tried to switch the bails.
Okay.
The position of the bail, so that
Yeah,
if
yeah.
something happens, when the wicket doesn't fall and you want some change happening around the field, so you just
Uh-huh.
go and do. It's like a superstitious thing. I
Yeah,
wouldn't
yeah,
say
of course, of
magic.
course. But at that point, when somebody's not getting out, you'll try anything. Like I've realized this. Like nobody believes in God more than when the opposition is not getting out. Like this
Yeah,
I've
so you
realized.
need to do something else when your bowlers are not helping you out. You need to try black magic.
This is absolutely true. Usha wants to know. Speaking of black men, Usha wants to know what would be a superpower that you would want.
That's a very good question, and I would say I would like to have teleportation power.
Teleportation would be a very, very, very good power. That is true.
Yeah.
What is the story behind your jersey number 41? Ayushi wants to know.
So the story behind my jersey number, obviously, it comes from my family. They are very uh, into numerology, and so my
Right.
mom and dad they they gave my birthday to some guruji, which I don't know, but they were like, he has told you that this number would be really good for you, and when you add up my birthday, it comes to 41.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's the reason I've got 41 behind my back. Also, I've got one question for you, Rohan. What superpower
Sure.
would you have? If
What superpower would I have? If I had a superpower, I think what I would want is to read people's minds.
read people's minds.
Read people's minds. I think that would be a great. Okay, so one of two. Either read people's
Why? Why
minds.
would you want that?
Because it'd be fun, I think, to know what people are really thinking when they're saying one thing to your face. I think you'd learn more about humanity than any human being ever before. So either that or the other superpower would be if I could, I would like to talk to animals.
Okay,
Those
that's
are my two superpowers.
yeah.
Speaking of talk to animals, look who has just showed up. That is
Oh,
my
your
pet
cat.
cat. That's my Betty. His name is Louis.
Oh, that's sweet.
And now he's just chilling and hanging out with us on this session.
Yeah, I
Um,
know. Cats are very mischievous.
yes, he's mischievous, but he more than anything, his default state is just constantly hungry.
Hungry. Yeah, I think it goes without saying with dogs as well.
Yeah, just always hungry. Brijesh wants to know: do you miss your team members during the lockdown?
Yes, I really miss them. I really miss the times I spent with them in the dressing room and on the field.
Are
And
you all in
also,
touch? Are you all in touch
yeah, with
constantly?
some of them I do Instagram. We go on live sessions, and yeah, we try to stay connected. We've got this group where
That was
we
going to be my next question. Does the Indian cricket team have a WhatsApp group? Because I
yes,
cannot
yes,
imagine anything cooler in terms of a WhatsApp group than just the Indian cricket team's WhatsApp group. Do
we
you all have
do
a
we do
WhatsApp
have
group?
a WhatsApp group. So exactly before the last tour, we had made this group.
Right.
We are playing South Africa series, so we have this group, and it's still maintained where we keep
Nice.
Yeah, since we can't talk about the matches now, we keep sending funny videos to each other and laugh over it.
Nice. Then no good morning gifs, I hope. No, no.
This is not a family group, as in
It is in a way. It is in a way.
family. Yeah, in a way, yeah.
Yeah.
Family in the sense your internal family where you get
Yep.
good morning messages every morning and you delete yourself out of it at the end of the day.
Aman wants to know how you felt when you scored your first international century.
The best feeling so far. You know,
That's
when I was on 99, and I was somehow controlling myself not to react, not to think about getting a century, but yeah, you know, you hang on there and you think about how you're going to celebrate. A lot of things come
yeah.
onto your
What
mind.
happened? What happens from a mindset perspective when you're at 99? Because I've always wondered then. Because I've never been at 99. So I've always wondered: is it when you're at 99? Are you thinking I need to get that one run, or are you thinking I need to get to 100? Um,
No, I think about getting that one run.
okay. Okay.
Yeah, because you know you have already worked your way till 99 to get to 100.
Sure.
So yeah, it's all about that one run, and I know how it feels getting out on 99 because in one of the selection games for Mumbai, I got out on 99, and that feeling is the worst feeling in the world.
Did it affect the selection though? Did it affect the selection? Did it?
I don't remember. No, I don't think so.
Okay. Okay, good. At least that's something. But that sounds horrible. That sounds like that would have been the longest walk back to the pavilion. Um,
Yeah, the walk of shame.
oh, that's a hard one. Um, Pratap wants to know what is the toughest thing about being a cricketer and doing what you do.
The toughest thing about being a cricketer when you play at the international level is standing on the boundary line and listening to the sledges coming from the crowd.
Oh God. As someone who has been in North Stand in Wankhede, I completely understand what you mean. All right. As somebody who
Yeah,
has spent a
it's
lifetime in the North Stand,
you
I
know
completely
sometimes I
understand.
feel whenever I stand at the boundary line, I wish I had earphones on.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. There was one very famous incident from many years ago when a cricketer from another team, who I shall not name or say anything, many decades ago, actually once climbed into the stands with a bat because a fan was sledging them. And after being in the North Stand a few times, I'm like, कोई इसके हाथ में
Yeah.
बैट दे दो सबका सर फोड़ना ही चाहिए मतलब
But yeah, that's the toughest thing for any cricketer, I feel.
I'm sorry. That sounds like that must be very difficult. Coming back to being at home, though, Chetan wants
Yeah.
to know again, and we've talked about this, but if you want to give any sort of final tips to people, how do you focus on fitness during quarantine? And what I want to add to that is, how can people in general focus on their fitness during quarantine, especially when a lot of people may have constraints of time, of space. A lot of people don't have a lot of big areas to work out. And what can
Yeah.
they do?
So having all the equipments, but they can substitute it with, you know, as I said, I've got kit bags. They might be having some other stuff at their home which they can use it for lifting, and you know all the exercises which body weight exercises. You can do running on the spot. You can do meditation. You can do reading, which can really help you focus, and you know also really help you become sharp from your mind. And all these small things, as I've already mentioned it before, cooking. I think
Right.
it's really like whenever you're alone, stuck somewhere, you can really make the use of all these things. And
Do you now, since I've started cooking, one thing that I found is this happened with you. I found cooking really calms me down. Um,
yeah, because when you're cutting and when you're slicing all the vegetables, any fruits, you're just in that moment. You don't think about it. You're just trying to
yeah.
learn that skill.
Also, one more thing that I love about cooking for me that's almost like in the sense that what is beautiful about cooking is something that is going to take 2 hours to cook is going to take 2 hours to cook. There's no
Yeah,
shortcuts. There's no way to just
yeah,
sort of, if you try to cut your way through that, you're not going to get the best dish. And you just have to give it that time and patience.
yeah,
And I
yeah.
think there's something very meditative about that.
Exactly. Yeah, it makes you patient enough. And
Yeah.
also, when you cook, you want others to taste it first, and then after that, you
Yes.
like to eat it, right? So
Yes,
that increases your controlling power as well.
that's true. That's very, very true. Shreyas has an
That way you
interesting
can do a
question.
better diet as well.
That's true. I've realized that I'm eating much better since I'm cooking. That is true. Um, I don't know if you've sent this message to yourself or it's somebody else named Shreyas, but another person named Shreyas wants to know any message for young batsmen on how to practice at home during this lockdown.
So I do a lot of shadow practice. I just imagine the bowler is running towards me and he's, you know, taking a stride and bowling to me, and I just play 50 to 60 odd balls so that I get in that zone completely. And my father also bowls to me in this short area, which I
Nice.
have. So he's been bowling since childhood. So it's not much to think over, but you need to you know, make the use of what you have, as I said. And yeah, it's working out pretty well so far.
That's great. I think with that, that's pretty much all the questions we have. Yes, anything you'd like to tell us before I'm going to let you go? We've already had you for about 20, 25 minutes. Is there anything you'd like to say? I mean, not just to everybody who's watching and listening, just about things they can do to either stay more fit during this quarantine, just in general, what they should be doing right now, everybody.
No,
Staying
I think
home,
we
of
had
course.
a very sorry.
Staying home, of course.
Yes, I think we had a pretty good conversation regarding all the information. We covered all the points, and it was really good to chat with you as well. You also share your point of view.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I really enjoyed, and hopefully we get to chat more in future.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, the hope is to try and do something like this every weekend. So if you'd ever like to jump back on and chat, please. Uh, Nothing would make me happier.
Yeah, and I'm really grateful that I'm through Nike. I'm getting myself to inspire others out there, and really love this opportunity to come on board and have a chat with you.
That's excellent, Shreyas. Thank you so much. I'm going to let you go now and give you some time alone with your followers. And thanks so much for chatting with me. And thanks, everybody. My name is Rohan, and I'm out of here. Have a good evening.
Thanks. Good evening. Take care. Bye.
Take care.
Thank you, guys. Hope you really enjoyed our chat. I'll be coming very soon, once again, live with some other personality talking over another issue. But yeah, hope you all have a great evening. Really enjoyed chatting with all of you. Hope you all got all the answers that I wanted to say. And yeah, you all take your. Sorry, I got another question. Usually, you're never gonna shut your mouth, right? Always there. But yeah, thank you guys. Take care. Take care of yourself, and most importantly, stay